About 5 years ago, the concept was put forward by one of our locals, a person by the name of Kim Johnson, about developing a gold trail through starting off at Binalong, off the Burley Griffin Way, down through Harden, Young and to Wedden Shire.
We're very, very fortunate. Young Shire Council, along with Young Chamber of Commerce, straight away could see that we really did have something. After our initial launch, we got such a fantastic response from all of the councils, originally about 6, and then from there we formed our committee.
It's gone out now to 17 shires, and it's really taken off through the public and through the media.
So some of the great products that we've got a couple of brochures already out there in circulation, and from that we've got this look and feel which is going across a whole range, and each area that is involved is encouraged to create their own brochures specific to their own events or own attractions. The other thing that we're all getting very soon are iPad kiosks, and that's going to be great for the general visitor so they can come into the centres, and it will give them a look and feel not for what's in the immediate region that they're in, but also in this extended region that the Gold Trails is covering.
Communities want to be involved in their local heritage, and that's a great thing about the Gold Trails project. It actually allows communities to become a part of the past, and by not just doing the research on the internet, not just looking at the interpretive signage, but actually becoming a part of a community gathering and reenacting some of the things that used to happen, people really get a sense of their history.
Chinese came out during the gold rush period in the 1850s, and many of them first of all came to go into the Victorian goldfields. Later on they came up to New South Wales, and there were quite significant numbers on the New South Wales goldfields.
Young is a very heritage-rich area, and the Chinese play a pivotal role in our history. In the 1860s, when the gold rush was on, the Chinese flocked to Lambing Flat. We had the infamous riots here in town where the miners tried to run the Chinese out of town. These gardens were developed as a tribute to the Chinese and the Chinese miners that are a pivotal part of our history, both here in Young and in Australia in the goldfields.
The types of activities that you can get involved in with gold allows the students to really become connected to what they're doing. Here in Young, we're lucky, we can take students to actual sites and venues where things have happened, and we also then can more broadly connect the students to gold through the community events which follow on from that.
There was a quote from our recent master plan documentation that identified that a lot of small country towns in New South Wales are actually dying, and I think it's really important for people to understand that tourism is a big aspect on keeping these actual villages going.
The gold trails are huge for Grenfell. They generate a lot of tourism for town. Also, tourism is becoming huge. Everybody's getting on board with the gold trails, and people are picking up this and travelling from one gold field to the next and checking out the history at each different gold field. So you'd be silly if you weren't on board with the gold trails.
What we're all realising in this day and age, collaboration is the word. You know, you've got to share resources, you have to share costs, and you know, with the expertise that is covered throughout the region, to be able to tap into that, it's just fantastic.